One question that changes everything. Saan ka talaga ba pauwi? Gusto mo din ba magaya kay Crisel? Where are you really going home to? Seriously, saan ka pa pauwi pagkapos ng contract mo abroad? Where are you really going home to? Her name is Crisel. She's 38, staff nurse, 7 years in Abu Dhabi. Right now she's eating a cold rice meal in a break room that smells like antiseptic and someone else's instant coffee. Her feet hurt. Her shift ends in 40 minutes. But she's not thinking about her feet. She's thinking about the condo listing she bookmarked 3 weeks.
City living
Ago
is
BGC,
convenient,
studio
until
unit,
convenience
10
means you're
million
always
pesos.
on.
She's looked at it 47 times. She knows the floor plan by memory. She knows the amenity deck is on the 22nd floor. She knows the developer's track record. She is ready to buy. And I need to tell you, Crisel is smart. She is not making an emotional decision. She has a spreadsheet. But there is one thing she hasn't asked herself yet. Crisel has been planning this for 4 years. She knows her monthly amortization. She knows her down payment timeline. She knows which bank offers the best OFW housing loan rates. What she doesn't know, what almost nobody tells you, is that her spreadsheet has a hidden column she never filled in. It's the column that asks, what kind of life does this property give you? Not what does it cost, not what does it earn. What does it feel like to live inside your own investment? Because here's what Crisel imagines when she thinks about coming home. She imagines quiet. She imagines waking up without an alarm. She imagines mornings that belong to her. She imagines cooking her own food and eating it slowly. She does not imagine the 22nd floor amenity deck. She does not imagine the grab traffic on C5. But BGC is what she's buying, because BGC is what everyone buys. Psychologists call this the planning fallacy. We plan based on a future we imagine, but we buy based on the present we've been exposed to. Crisel is planning for rest, but she's buying into noise. She just hasn't noticed the gap yet. The planning fallacy. We plan for the life we want. We buy the life we've been shown. Then here's Ramon, retired 2 years ago. 22 years in Saudi, construction foreman. He came home with enough to buy a small condo in Pasig and help his youngest finish college. He thought he'd feel relieved. He thought coming home would feel like landing. Instead, he can't sleep past 5 a.m. because the street is already loud. He gets headaches by noon. He misses the desert quiet, which is a sentence he never thought he'd say. He went from one crowded city to another crowded city. And the worst part? He chose this. He saved for this. Ramon is not a cautionary tale about bad decisions. Ramon made reasonable decisions. He is a cautionary tale about hedonic adaptation, the psychological reality that humans adjust to almost any environment, good or bad, and eventually stop feeling it. The condo he worked 22 years for became invisible to him in 18 months. He adjusted to it. And now he sits outside every morning on a plastic chair with instant coffee, listening to jeepneys, wondering if there's still time to want something different. There is, Ramon, but we'll get to that. Hedonic adaptation. We adjust to everything. The noise, the view, the life we settled for. Almost everything. Then now, it's Saturday. Crisel has 6 hours to herself. She does what most of us do. She opens her phone, and her feed knows what she's been searching. BGC listings, Manila condos, OFW housing loans. So it gives her more of the same. More BGC towers, more rooftop pools, more investment of the lifetime captions. And here's the thing about algorithms. They are not evil. They are just optimized for engagement. They show you what you've already responded to. Which means Crisel's phone is not showing her the full market. It's showing her a mirror. Behavioral economists call this confirmation bias. We seek out information that confirms what we already believe, and we unconsciously filter out the rest. Crisel already half believes BGC is the right answer, so the algorithm confirms it. So she believes it more, so she searches for it more, so the algorithm confirms it more. It is a loop, and it ends with a purchase that serves the algorithm's data set, not Crisel's actual life. She is about to spend the next 20 years paying for what Instagram showed her on a Saturday afternoon. Unless something interrupts the loop, then Crisel scrolls past a reel, pauses. It's different. Mountains, mist, quiet. She almost keeps scrolling, then doesn't. That's Confirmation bias. The algorithm doesn't show you the market. It shows you what you already believe. The reel is 30 seconds. No hype, no fast cuts. Just a drone shot of mountains in Batangas, morning mist, and a caption that says, "This is what you worked for." Not that. Crisel watches it 3 times. She doesn't know why. She tells herself she's just killing time. But something in her body responded before her brain caught up. Psychologists call it somatic signaling. The body registers emotional truth before the rational mind processes it. Her chest felt something when she saw those mountains. Something it doesn't feel when she looks at the BGC floor plan. She clicks the link. Commune Village, Bahaylab, Batangas. She reads, cool climate. Between Tagaytay and the sea, 90 minutes from Manila. She reads, Daniel Libeskind. She has to Google him. World Trade Center memorial architect, Berlin Jewish Museum. The man who builds meaning into concrete and steel. She reads, 5.5 million pre-selling now, 7.5 million. She reads it again. She opens her spreadsheet. She puts in 7.5 million. The numbers are better, but she doesn't trust it yet. Because it's unfamiliar. Because nobody in her group chat mentioned it. Because her brain is doing exactly what brains do when they encounter something outside the familiar pattern. It says this feels risky, even when the data says the opposite. Now Crisel opens a new tab. Types, Bahaylab, Batangas, real estate legit ba, that's somatic signaling. Your body knows before your mind does. The question is whether you listen. Ramon's daughter is named Jade. She's a software developer in Vancouver. She calls every Sunday. But this Sunday, she's calling on a Thursday. Tatay, she says, nahanap ko yung bagay na sinasabi mo. I found that thing you were talking about. Ramon has been saying for the past year that he wants to live somewhere quiet before he gets too old to enjoy it. Somewhere cool. Somewhere he can grow something. Somewhere the mornings don't punch him in the face. Jade has been doing her own research. She sends him the Commune Village link. Ramon opens it on his old phone, screen slightly cracked. He sees the mountains. He sits down. He doesn't say anything for a while. Then he says, Gaano kalayo sa dagat? How far is it from the sea? And Jade says, 40 minutes, Tate, you can have both. There is a silence that means something. Because Ramon isn't asking about the sea for investment purposes. He's not running Airbnb projections. He's asking because when he was a boy in Batangas, before Saudi, before Pasig, before the plastic chair and the jeepney noise, he used to fish with his father before sunrise. And for the first time in 2 years, something in him is oriented toward the future again. Behavioral economists call what Ramon is experiencing reference point reset, when a new option reframes what you thought was acceptable. His Pasig condo didn't become worse, but Bahaylab made visible what he'd stopped believing was possible. You can't want something you don't know exists. Reference point reset. You can't want something you don't know exists. Let's go back. Crisel and Ramon have never met. They don't know they're both looking at the same mountain right now. Crisel is running the Airbnb math. 54,000 a month at 40% occupancy. She's thinking 5 years abroad. Amortization covered. Come home to a paid-down property. Ramon is thinking about fishing. And both of them, the disciplined planner and the man who just wants to hear water, are looking at the same 5.5 million entry point pre-selling. That's the thing about a pricing anomaly in a pre-discovery. It doesn't care what your reason is. It just rewards whoever arrives before the crowd does. The crowd is still at the BGC booth. Crisel and Ramon found the door before the line formed. The question, and I'm talking to you now, not them, is whether you're still reading the algorithm's answer, or whether you're ready to ask your own question. Saan ka talaga papauwi? Where are you really going home to? Crisel closes her BGC tab. Ramon saves the Commune Village. Neither of them has signed anything. But something has shifted.